Join him there for the very best of Miami football coverage. And subscribe to my YouTube channel because I bring on bloggers and broadcasters that are the very best at what they do, like Cam for college football coverage right here. So I want to take you back, for as much as you don't want to go back, to the ACC championship game. And here's my basic question. Unlike the other sports, one of the things that makes football so intriguing and exciting, among other things, is that it's a one-shot deal. We're not playing a series. It's not the NBA. Okay, we tripped up in the first game. We got plenty of time. Baseball, we got a better pitcher going tomorrow, whatever. And that's one of the reasons why it's must-see TV. It's a one-shot deal. The thing I don't like about it is I think results get overblown. And 38-3 is 38-3. They're only going to play one time. That's what we got to take it for. How much of that do you think, if they played 10 times, was the actual difference between where those two teams currently stand, and how much of it was just that night it happened? Because we know Clemson plays lesser teams than Miami, doesn't beat them by 5 touchdowns. So that would not be the average aggregate score of a Miami-Clemson series over the span of 10 games. No question about that. So part of it was an aberration. Part of it was, yeah, Clemson's better.
Miami had opportunities to make plays and didn't. There were a couple of fumbles that Clemson had where Miami had the clear opportunity to recover those fumbles and did not capitalize on that attempt. And Miami, obviously, I think from the game, we saw that the goal was to stop the running game in the same way that Miami did against Notre Dame and Virginia Tech and Georgia Tech and things like that. But Clemson was smart in that they knew Miami was going to load up against the run. So they said, we're just going to go 5 wide and then hit you with this pass. And even, put people in slightly different positions. And you know that Hunter Renfrow plays in the slot, but maybe not in the same, if you're counting from the outside 1, 2, 3, maybe he played 2 a lot instead of 3 on the inside. So, move him around, move people around. And, they just maybe did a couple different things schematically in the pass game. Well, it was the curveball against what Miami tried to do. So do I think that if Miami played Clemson 10 times this season, that it would have been 38-3 every single game? No, but I predicted that Miami was going to lose that game by a touchdown. So I would say probably 10 points or more, maybe 2 touchdowns. It was funny. I said I went to the game as a fan with a friend of mine, which is awesome. And I was trying to get somebody to run our Twitter account for State of the U, and everybody was like, yo, I'm going over to a party with my friends, or I'm going to be at the game. And most of our contributors were at the game. So I went on my phone. I just tweeted earlier. I said, we're all at the game. We're not live tweeting today. You guys enjoy it. But then I was actually able to tweet during the game because, it got out of hand really kind of quickly. And, I just said, this is a disappointment. Honestly, we're just positive that Miami is not on a national championship kind of level right now, which is the goal for us, which is for Miami to be back. Like everybody wants to know, is Miami back? Is Miami back? It takes championships. So we didn't win the ACC championship, clearly, which then precluded the chance for Miami to get to the playoff and win a national championship. So you need to reset a little bit. You got to see schematically what you're doing. You got to see personnel wise, where you deficient, where were they able to exploit your team and things like that. So, that was, it was tough, but, I hold my head high. They went in there and they fought the good fight. I didn't agree with the choice to kick the field goal at the end instead of, because it was 4th and inches from the 7-yard line or 5. And instead of going for that, they decided to kick the field goal and get 3 on the board, which is the first points that we scored against Clemson in who knows when, because I don't remember the last time that we played them before 2015. I don't think it would have been a 5 touchdown margin all the way through, but it clearly did show that Miami has a ways to go to get on Clemson's level or where they are currently, because that the defending national champions, 3-time now defending ACC champions, and Miami got blown out. So clearly there's work to be done.